Hi, my name is Ronnie Carter, and this is a short little introduction to my trailer that you're about to watch for my 2020 documentary. I hope you enjoy it. It's about 2020 and how it affected everyone's lives on a daily basis, and it shows the events of 2020. And yeah, watch the video and you'll get a better look, basically, of how everyone was affected, especially everyone who went through it, as me. Myself, as a teenager who went through it, it was quite tough. And I can't even imagine how older people felt through it, with not being able to connect with their family and friends if they didn't know how to use social media, which is a big thing now in today's society. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Leave a like and a comment. Let me know what I did well or bad. Please, I need some criticism. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and go watch the full documentary if you wish. Cheers.
People don't really understand it until you actually see it coming at you in a wall of flame. The fire still came at us, even though we were very well prepared. There was over 200 firefighters here from various areas in Australia that were helping us to fight the fires. And people were using blowers to blow back the sticks and the grass and clear the area. But it didn't make any difference with this fire. It's like fireballs in the air that explode. Cars blowing up before the fire even gets near. It's unprecedented. We've had, loss of life at our little community, and we're all devastated by it.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S.
China has more than 200 confirmed cases of coronavirus, it's called, which produces pneumonia-like symptoms.
The World Health Organization has officially called it COVID-19.
First of all, as we know, the World Health Organization just declared this a global health emergency.
Italy is now the new global epicenter with more than 59,000 cases and more deaths than China. In Spain, more than 29,000 cases as officials there moved to extend a state of emergency for another 15 days.
Global deaths expected to hit 2 million today. Even as countries race to vaccinate their populations, the COVID-19 death toll continues to rise at an alarming rate. New strains of the coronavirus, which scientists believe are more transmissible, have been blamed for the surge in infections.
The number of COVID patients is definitely going up. It's heartbreaking.
The patients this time are definitely sicker.
This is a real-life situation. This is serious.
We are seeing every day patients dying right in front of us.
I don't think that any of us realised just how challenging this wave was going to be.
When you have to tell somebody that you think this is the start of their lungs failing and that they're not going to get better, that is really, really heartbreaking.
We're doing everything to try and save them.
The worst time was 4 deaths in 2 hours.
It's atrocious, the worst any of us have ever seen.
12 days I've been here. My breath is still not coming back. It's a very dangerous disease.
The staff here have been really quite amazing.
They work long, long hours, but they just keep going. I don't know where they find their energy from.
America's got the greatest brochure in the world.
A nation founded on the belief that all men are created equal.
We are a nation of high-minded ideals. That's what we've all been sold.
This year, a nation came to the realization many are still fighting for that promise.
The reckoning that has been long overdue has finally come to bear in American society.
That reckoning first awakened in February with a viral video of Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia. Arbery accosted while jogging by a white father and son, then shot dead in the street. Then Breonna Taylor, asleep with her boyfriend and later killed in a surprise police raid inside her Louisville apartment.
What is this about? We're both just regular workers.
Often, there's not a public outcry if there's not a viral video.
In a video so shocking we won't show it, George Floyd yelling "I can't breathe" more than 20 times under the knee of Officer Derek Chauvin in Minneapolis.
Check, the man ain't moved yet, bro.
He wasn't resisting. He was being restrained. There was a video of this incident. There was no violence or no way somebody could say he somehow deserved it.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
A disturbing 9-minute video opened Pandora's box, unleashing the wrath behind an endless string of footage highlighting a centuries-old issue.
Justice for Ahmaud! Justice for Ahmaud! Say her name! Breonna Taylor! Say his name! George Floyd!
Many comparing this year's grassroots groundswell to the beginning of the Civil Rights Movement, inspired by the lynching of a black teenager in 1955.
Emmett Till, whose disfigured image was circulated around the world.
In the same way that Emmett Till sparked a movement, George Floyd is sparking a movement.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
I remember back in 2014 when we would say Black Lives Matter and all the pushback that we would receive. You know, people would call us terrorists.
But this time, protests spread to all 50 states, cities big and small, making it the biggest movement in U.S. history.
Black Lives Matter!
Those chants reverberating around the world.
It definitely affected it negatively, but I think it's the same with everyone. Because it's just like boredom and like every day just feels the same all the time. Like it's literally you wake up, you work, you just go home and there's nothing to do. Yeah. Like, so I would just say boredom is really the biggest effect it had. But at the same time you just got to keep going, you know, so it's just got to get on with it.
Oh god, that's funny. I don't know if it's made me a better person. It's made me focus on like having 5 people in the house together and we're all like, you know, living on top of each other and everything. You know, it's made me understand what a bunch of retards I actually live with. You know, that they can't do simple things, you know, put things back or clear things up or, you know. So yeah, so in that way, yeah, it's affected me negatively, I suppose. But then, you know, having them around all the time and seeing, you know, your kids and all that is, you know, it's been actually quite good, and we kind of get on all right most of the time.
I don't think it's affected me as badly as it's affected other people that have been really, especially if they weren't physically well and, you know, and they haven't been able to, and they've got constraints on them anyway, and then with the lockdown, it must be very, very hard for myself, mentally, no, touch wood, but I've got another friend, she is entirely on her own, not the one I ring every day, and I know that she's found it really difficult mentally, but then she's got physical problems as well, you know, and it's like another worry that you didn't have before.